I just need you to look at this list that I've created. That took me 2 hours. Hi guys, nice to meet you if you're new here. Nice to see you if you're not new here. How's it going? Welcome to Bookmas! We're doing Bookmas. I did Bookmas 1 through 12 on my TikTok and Instagram, like short form content. And then I'm doing 12 through 24 on YouTube, except, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. I'm only doing it every other day. There's gonna be 6 YouTube videos for Bookmas. Maybe I'll throw one in here back to back. I don't know, no promises. Today's Bookmas, I don't know if this is gonna be day 1 or 2, so today's Bookmas, we're doing 2024 book releases. This is not like what I'm super excited for in 2024, because there are plenty of books that I'm excited for. They're not all on this list, but I wanted to cater more towards other people and not just what I'm excited for, but for other people to look forward to. I have quite a few fantasies on here and a couple of thrillers, and I think one sci-fi. I will say that I'm not sure if all of these fall under that exact category, or if maybe there's one in fantasy that should be under sci-fi. I kind of just did it based off of what I saw. There's not a lot about some of these books. So we do have quite a lot of romances because that's my main genre that I watch. It's my main genre that I read, and then I read fantasy after that. Anyways, I scoured the internet for about 2 hours, so I'm doing this just for you, I'm actually quite excited. I found a lot of books on here that I'm excited to read. I haven't heard about whether it's a debut novel or if it's the second book in a series that I need to go read the first book. I found quite a lot of those, so I'm actually really excited, really happy I did this video. I'm really hoping that this shows you some new authors, new and upcoming authors. I'm hoping this shows you maybe a different book that you've never seen before, a different series you've never seen before. I'm hoping that this helps you on what you want to look forward to next year. So let's hop into this. We're gonna do romance first. Oh, also, this is not in order like January, February, March. This is literally scattered. Firstly, in the romance category, we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver that comes out April 9th. We have the Chestnut Spring series that she did this year, and the next year is going to be a different series. I did see on her Instagram when she posted it, we did finally get the cover reveal, but when she posted it, she kind of put some like little tropes in there. So some small things about this book is it's a spicy small town romance, brother's best friend, single dad, which the way that she wrote Heartless. Okay. Billionaire hero, which is the secret pining that he falls first. Heartless. Okay, I've only read the first 3 Chestnut books in the Chestnut Spring series. Heartless is by far my favorite book, and I think that's gonna be my favorite book. I don't think the other books can top it. I love that book. I think that's one of my favorite books I've read this year. So this one I'm really excited for. Frenemies to Lovers vibe. All the spice and banter is what she wrote. Wild Love. I'm really excited for that book. That's definitely one that I'm personally excited for, and if you love the Chestnut Spring series, hop on to Wild Love. It doesn't come out till April. Then we have Funny Story by Emily Henry. It comes out April 23rd. I have only read one of Emily Henry's books, which was Beach Read, and I really want Happy Place. Other people have made me excited for this book. I know a lot of people love Emily Henry. I don't really know what it's about though. Next, which is another book that I'm super excited for, is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. And it comes out April 2nd. The first Abby Jimenez book I read was Yours Truly, and that is a 5-star read. I made a video tier ranking my books that I've read so far this year, and that was one that you need to bury me with. I love that book. I love the rep in that book. Chef's Kiss. And then I just got Part of Your World, which I know is the first book of the series. You don't have to tell me. I learned that too late though. Also, the cover is super cute. The dog on the cover, I love how Abby Jimenez puts animals on the covers. That will sell me into buying a book, is an animal on the cover, and it's just so cute. I believe it's like these two people are they're dating because they're trying to cancel out their curse that they have. Then we have Late Bloomers by Maisie Eddings. This cover, it's gorgeous. It comes out April 16th. April seems like a huge month for new book releases, but this book, the cover, gorgeous. Let me tell you a little bit about this book because I did Look it up on her Instagram. A flower farm on the brink of collapse. A poorly thought out shoe painting business. Opal having one horrific hair disaster after another. Autistic rep. Two opposites working together only so they can part ways at the end. The grumpiest goose and ferocious sunshine. Quote, I definitely don't like you, but we should probably bang a bunch. Which is just funny. And then it says so gay. Which just, the cover, gorgeous. Is on my list to buy. It is on my list to buy. Another one I'm super excited for is Magnolia Park's Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings. This one comes out February 13th, and I don't know if it's the last installment to Magnolia Park's universe, but it is the next book, and although I've only read the first 2 books, I'm just excited for it, okay? Let me be excited for it. Okay, I'm excited for some of these. My first ones I wrote are ones that I could think of that I'm excited for. Then we have Daydream by Hannah Grace. This one comes out June 5th. Let me tell you how excited I am for this one. Also, look at the cover. The beautiful purple. Her cardigan. Her gorgeous him. It's Henry. It's Henry. Icebreaker, I don't remember too much about, but I did like the book. But Wildfire was amazing. And I just cannot wait till Daydream. That's my birthday month. Then we have Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. There is no date for this one. It just says fall, which is the sequel to Better Than the Movies, I believe. I enjoyed Better Than the Movies, so this book I think is just going to be great. I really enjoyed their relationship. They were so cute. And then next year she's also coming out with Happily Never After, which comes out March 15th, and it's about this girl who's getting married to this guy, but she doesn't want to. She found out he just cheated on her. There's a reason that she can't just leave him because of her dad. So she hires somebody who can object at her wedding. That's what this book is about. The next book is If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nowlin, and that one comes out February 6th. It's a sequel to If You Had Been With Me. I haven't read this book. It is on my shelf, but I haven't read it. For all you sad book lovers, this one's for you. Okay, this one is A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. It comes out April 2nd. This is the second book to A Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. That cover was really cute. I didn't end up reading that book this fall, but I do want to read it. But this cover just makes me just give it to me. It's really pretty. I love it. I love the pink. If you really like that book, this is a sequel to that book. Wait, is it? I think I'm lying. I don't think that's a sequel. It's not a sequel. I don't think it's a sequel. I think it's just another book by them. I don't think it's a sequel. I think I just lied to you straight up, okay? So like take that out your head, but this cover is still gorgeous and I'm excited to read this. The next book in our romance category is Business Casual by B.K. Borson. This one comes out June 24th. This is the 4th book in the Love Like Farm series, and just the cover is so cute. I haven't read this series. I definitely want to. Then we have Savor It by Tara DeWitt, which comes out May 21st. And on the cover of this book, it says Summer Won't Last Forever. She is in a small town. She loves it, and then her boyfriend of 5 years breaks up with her, and then he gets engaged to somebody, and she needs to show everybody that she's fine and stop pitying her, so she needs to do something. And then it sounds like fake dating, which just, okay, slay. Bride by Allie Hazelwood, which just seems so different than what she normally writes. So look at the cover, the wolf. The cover makes me want to read this book. And then also Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood comes out June 24th. This one I am excited about, even though I haven't read the first book. It is This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan that comes out March 5th. It's the second book to Before I Let Go, which I've been saying I need to read this book. It is on my TBR. Then we have Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage that comes out also March 5th, which is another big release date for new books. But this is the second book to Done and Dusted, I believe. Cowboy Romance, definitely another book that I want to read. Look at the cover to this book though. The whole reason I want to read Done and Dusted is because of the cover of that book, but look at this one. Look at this one. Then we have The Next Best Fling by Gabriella Games that comes out July 9th. This is their debut book, debut novel. It's basically a friends with benefits relationship because they both had their heart broken and they need to get over it. So they're going to each other to get over it. The cover's really cute and I'm sure they're gonna fall in love. Don't Want to Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Albin comes out January 9th, which is also a debut book, and I have some small things on here. The cover, first of all, this is what drew me to this book. The cover, look at it. This is Enemies to Lovers Parents. Whoa. But I Don't Want to Find a Husband, Hoop Skirts, Second Chance Romance, In London, Queer Awakening, First Love, Madeline Cousins. What drew me to it was the cover, and again, it's a debut novel. Finally, in the romance category is actually the same author, and it's You're the Problem, It's You, it's the second book, and this one comes out August 27th, I believe. Did I say when the other book comes out? If I didn't, Don't Wait Like a Best Friend comes out January 9th. That is the end of our romance category. We're going to move on to fantasy, which is not as long, but still quite a few books. I'm so sorry. This book, I feel like this video is going to take a while. I need to like go faster or something. First, we have Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which comes out sometime in July, which is the second book to Powerless. I can't think of what the series is called, but it's a second book, and I know so many people are excited for this book. Then another book I'm sure so many people are excited for. I didn't read the first book, but I will be, because it sounds so beautiful. It is Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands by Heather Fawcett. This one comes out in January. I didn't get an exact date. I couldn't find it. It's the second book to Emily Wilde. The first book is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. They sound beautiful, though. The covers are absolutely gorgeous, especially the UK covers. Like, I love the US covers, but the UK covers are something else. All This Twisted Glory by Tahiti Mafi. It is the third book, I believe, in the This Woven Kingdom. I believe it's a trilogy. I'm not 100% sure, but it comes out February 6th. I have This Woven Kingdom, haven't read it. I need to read it, but this cover is beautiful. Oh, honestly, all these covers are beautiful. And I don't know about you, but I do judge a book by its cover. And this makes me want to read it. This book I'm actually so excited for. It is Lore of the Wilds by Annalise Sembrana. I do not think I've said their name right, but this cover is gorgeous. This is also a debut novel. Stunning romantasy debut about an enchanted library, 2 handsome fae, and 1 human who brings them all together. A library with deadly enchantment, a fae lord who wants in, a human woman willing to risk it all for the taste of power. That just sounds amazing to me. That sounds amazing, and honestly, that this is a debut book, I'm really excited to read this book. I need to get it. And it comes out February 27th. Then we have Dragon Rider by Karen Matharu. I also don't think I've said that right. This one comes out April 23rd. It is the first book in the Soulbound saga. Debut adult fantasy series introduces an immersive story written in the viral cultivation genre. Discover a rich world of magic, warriors, and dragons in which a fearless orphan and an ambitious handmaiden flee from the empire that would imprison them, with a dream to return to their homelands and a determination that's unbreakable. Okay, just that. Sign me up. Then we have The Undermining of Twilight and Frank by Megan Bannon. This is the second book in the Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. I haven't read that book. This is like a When Harry Met Sally with dragons retelling, which I was just telling you, if you like dragons, pick up the other book. You should add this one to your cart too. Harry Met Sally retelling with dragons? Okay. Slay. This cover is also a slay. This one comes out July 2nd. This beautiful cover, which is Fathom Folk by Eliza Chan. This is the first book in the Drowned World series. Myth-inflicted story of a revolution in magic set against the glittering semi-submerged city of Sonkoe. I am really bad at pronunciation, I apologize. Perfect for fans of Jade City and the Bone Shard Daughter. Welcome to Sonkoe, shiny pearl of human civilization and a safe haven for those feeling civil unrest, or at least that's how it first appears. But in the semi-flooded city, humans are quite literally peering down from skyscrapers and aerial walkways on the Fathom Folk, sirens, sea witches, kelpies, and kappas who live in the polluted waters below. The book cover is what sold me. Then we have An Education of Malice by S.T. Gibson. It comes out February 15th. It is a sapphic Carmilla retelling. The next book is The City of Stardust by Georgia Summers. This is also a debut novel. Slip into a lush world of magic, stardust, and monsters in this spellbinding contemporary fantasy. For centuries, the Everleys have seen their best and brightest disappear, taken as punishment for a crime no one remembers, for a purpose no one understands. This cover, chef's kiss, all these covers, fantasy covers, I feel like romance covers, rom-com, they have these people on the front, these cartoon characters, beautiful. But for fantasy covers, they're just so intricate and beautiful, and I love them, and I want them on my shelf. Then we have Heartless Hunter by Christine, I cannot say their last name, and I really just don't feel like butchering it. completely. This is the first book in the Crimson Moth series. Okay. Steamy cat and mouse turns into witch hunting. Okay. Sold. Ooh, another dragon one. Next is So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole, which is just another dragon book. It is the first book in the Divine Traitor series. Whip smart and immersive, the Jamaican-inspired fantasy follows a gods-blessed heroine who's forced to choose between saving her sister or protecting her homeland. Farron Vincent can channel the power of the gods. 5 years ago, she used her divine magic to liberate her islands from the enemies, the dragon-riding Langley Empire. But now, at 17, Farron is all powered up with no wars to fight. She's a legend to her people and a nuisance to her neighbors. When she's forced to attend an international peace summit, Farron expects that she will perform tricks like a trained pet and then go home. She doesn't expect her older sister, Alara, forming an unprecedented bond with an enemy dragon, or the gods claiming that only one way to break the bond is to kill her sister. Oh my god, am I buying this book? I searched for these books and I'm so happy I did, because I found so many books to broaden my reading instead of sticking to my silly little romance books, which I love. But I'm so excited that I found some books to make my reading just a bit better. The next book, oh, did I tell you when that book was coming out? I feel like I've been forgetting to tell you when the book is coming out. But Let Them Burn comes out January 16th. I'll have them up on the screen also, just in case I forget. Then we have Fae Bound, which comes out January 23rd by Sarah El Arifi. Again, cannot pronounce any names, but their book is up on the screen. Divided by blood, imprisoned by fate, bound by desire, welcome to the intoxicating world of the Fae. That's all I need to know. That is all I need to know. Looking at the ratings, people are saying this will be the fantasy book of 2024. I'm really excited for these books to come out. Oh my god. This one, the cover of it is just so pretty, which is what intrigued me to this book. But it is A Fragile Enchantment, which comes out January 2nd by Alison Saft. This is a romantasy book. She makes dresses and she's making a dress for a royal wedding. If I can't say that, for a royal wedding, and the gossip is saying that she has chemistry with a groom. Then it says, the magic in her blood that lets her stitch emotions and memories into fabric is the same magic that will eventually kill her. Okay. This next book is actually the second book in a series. The first book came out this year, and it is Blood Justice by Terry J. Benton Walker. This book comes out April 23rd. The first book in the series is actually Blood Debts. So I'll read you kind of what the first book is about. 30 years ago, a young woman was murdered, a family was lynched, and New Orleans saw the greatest magical massacre in history. In the days that followed, a throne was stolen from the queen. On the anniversary of these brutal events, the 16-year-old twins, heirs to the powerful, magical, and dethroned family, are mourning their father and caring for their sick mother. Until by chance, they discover their mother isn't sick, she's cursed. Cursed by someone on a very magic council their family used to rule. Someone who will come for them next. I found the second book first, and I will be reading the first one before the second one comes out, because these books are just, take my money, please. The last fantasy I have, like I know, this video, I've been recording for almost an hour. The last fantasy book I have is Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poranik. This book comes out February 27th. Just some things that they posted on their Instagram is Silent Manor, Witch X Demon, Hurt/Comfort, Monster Boyfriend, Hal and Sophie vibes, but they're both traumatized, and Polish folklore. And this cover is just beautiful, gorgeous love. That was the end of the fantasy little group. Now we have some thrillers and a sci-fi. The thrillers is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson, which comes out April 2nd. I've read a couple of Holly Jackson books and I love them. The Girl's Guide to Murder, love. So that book is coming out. Then we have The Housemaid is Watching, which is the third book to The Housemaid. This one comes out June 11th by Frida McFadden. Also by Frida McFadden is The Teacher, that comes out February 6th. I don't really know what this book is about, but I feel like going into a thriller, you need to just go in without knowing anything. And then finally is It Waits in the Forest by Sarah Das, which comes out May 14th. The last book on this 2024 release is Your Shadow Half Remains, which is a sci-fi book by Sunny Morin that comes out February 6th. From what I got from this book, when I was looking up, it was like an apocalypse type of book. Or like after an apocalypse. I don't really know, but those are all the book recommendations I gave you. I'm gonna count how many I gave you. Unless I counted wrong, I gave you 40 recs for this upcoming year. Most of them are at the beginning of the year, January to June. There's some in July, and then I think there was one in the fall, but most of these are for the beginning of the year. If you want another video sometime next year for the end of the year new releases, let me know. I really hope you enjoyed this video, but I had a lot of fun actually looking up and researching all of these books that are coming out. I hope I gave you some books to add to your never-ending TBR, just like I did. I didn't know about a lot of these books, and now I have some pre-ordering to do. So let me know if you're going to buy any of these books, or if you are putting any of these books on your radar, or also let me know if I missed any books. I did miss quite a few. I know, like the next Hawthorne's Brother. I know I missed quite a few books, but I kind of wanted to get books out there that I haven't really seen, just in case you also haven't seen it, so we can get some author recognition, especially because some of these are debut novels, and I'm really excited for those. Let me know what books you have on your 2024 TBR. Other than that, thanks for watching my Bookmas. I'll see you, hopefully see you. Bye. Thanks for watching.